every day is what can I do to ensure that we go home safe and that we meet the correct expectations that are required.
Live from Henry Winston Stadium, it is the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. I'm Clay Roberts calling the action here with Brandon Williams. And Brandon, we've got a good one as the Mustangs host the LaPorte Bulldogs.
District 5A, District 11-5A1, district opener for both teams as the Mustangs come off of an open week after losing the ball. LaPorte is winless, and they're both looking to get off to a great start for district play.
No doubt about it. It's going to be an important one, going to be a good one, and you can only see it here at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. And Brandon, you hit the nail on the head. Winless LaPorte faces off against 1 and 2 Mustangs. That means one team is looking to get back to 500, and one team is looking for the first win. This could be a major season event here for both teams.
This is a huge game for both teams. You never want to think about it in late September, but this is the district opener, and both of these teams are hungry for a win. Obviously, LaPorte 0-3. You're looking for that first taste of victory this year. Friendswood would love to forget about the last time that we saw them a couple of weeks ago when they were just ran by a very dominant Ball High team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, we saw what Ball High did to Friendswood. The good news is Friendswood had a week to prepare, a week to kind of get their Mustangs in the stable, if you will. I would say they're ducks in a row, but it's a little more fitting. We got to get the horses ready to go. And so now we show up here back at Friendswood. We want to see what changes have they made. We saw the result of that game against Ball High. What can they do against the LaPorte team, who so far has been seemingly underwhelming, but every team brings a new challenge?
LaPorte is an underwhelming team, but this is a run team, a run-heavy team that comes off of a season-high 316 yards rushing in the loss to Port Neches Groves, and they did it in droves, 8.8 yards per carry. They've got 3 backs that you'll have to keep an eye on, in Tyrese Barnes, Ricky Sandoff, and Elijah Bright. That's going to be a challenge for a Friendswood defense that really struggled against the speed of Ball High.
No doubt about it. We'll take just a second here for the playing of the national anthem. See there, Old Glory flying over the Texas flag. Folks, we are just about ready for a tradition for America, a tradition for Texas, and that is high school football on a Friday night.
High school football on a Friday night. We are week 5 of the season, so plenty of season ahead for us here on Clear Life Media. Our second visit here to Friendswood as the Bulldogs come out. We'll take a look at their team captains as they step out the field. Number 3, Tyrese Barnes. Number 50 for the Bulldogs is Brazen Shanley. Number 64, can't miss that big one, Kylan Manning. And number 3, that's Barnes. And number 6, that is Ricky Sandoff.
No doubt about it. And we've got the Friendswood captains walking out on the field as well, as you see there. There's going to be number 49 for Friendswood. That is going to be Caleb Allen. You've got number 5. I apologize. I'm trying to get that's Garrick Useki?
No, Mickey.
Mickey?
Yep.
Mickey? Oh, keep me straight on the names.
Yeah, there you go.
Number 6, Jackson Lee. And number 17, that is going to be Cameron Brezina.
So again, Friendswood 1-2 head coach Jordan Johnson, former Friendswood running back, came home last year. Rough season for Friendswood. They missed the playoffs, and they're looking to return. Not often that you've seen a Friendswood team not playing after week 11. they're looking to try to restore that tradition.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's something that, it affects those players. They're aware of it. They hear it when they go through these classes every day. We're the first team to not make the playoffs. We haven't missed the playoff. And you hear those rumblings. It just happens in the halls and things like that. Like, our football teams, all the nonsense, the chatter. And it's a coach's job and those veteran seniors' job to quiet that noise, let them know, hey, we got another game to play. Let's get everything together, and let's come out and let's show that we are a winning football team.
And that is probably the focus of what Friendswood wants to do out here tonight. They want to reestablish themselves as a team that can win on a consistent basis. They were in their first game losing to Marshall after they beat Willow Ridge. They had opportunities against Ball when we last saw them, but Ball was just way too much. The Tours are still undefeated. Gives you an idea as to what the Mustangs faced 2 weeks ago as we get ready for kickoff here. Back deep for the Mustangs, number 5, Garrett Mickey, number 6, Jackson Lee, as we await the kickoff. Looks like that is going to be number 32, Zach Ontiveros.
I believe that's a 9, 39.
39, my fault.
Yeah,
that is Oswaldo Lopez.
There we go.
Junior set to kick this one off. Again, district opener, 11-5A Division I for both teams. So Friendswood and LaPorte, whoever wins is going to be a very important 1-0 by the end of the night.
No doubt about it. We are set to kick off.
And we are underway with a kick that is going to be fielded by Mickey at around the 11. Gets to the 20, has room, and is going to be stopped around the 22-yard line. Momentary hold, but swarmed by a host of white jerseys. Number 30, Raymond Gibbs. Number 11, Dryson Godbolt Carr in there as well.
Folks, take just a second. As you see there, the sponsors on the screen, we could not do it without all of our sponsors. And if you want to sponsor Clear Life Media for any of our events, whether it be football, whether it be MMA, boxing, be sure to let us know. We would love to do it, and we appreciate all of our sponsors. Of course, every instant replay tonight is brought to you by All-in-One Tents and Events Center as we get ready for the opening drive.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their 24-yard line. They're lined up in a pistol set. We await the snap. Now men in motion. There will be an empty backfield now for the Mustangs. 4 wide receivers to the far side. They'll throw the quick screen. Ball is going to be caught at around the 29-yard line. Catch made by Gianni Jeremy as number 9, Keaton Cottrell, in at quarterback. That is the jersey number 9. So it looks like we've got a change in a second down and 5 coming up after that short pass of 5. Back to throw, looking. Ball is going to be caught. And a first down and probably a little bit more for the Mustangs as that catch is made. Looks on the far side. That is number 5. That is Jackson Lee.
Garrett Mickey
with the reception. So 2 quick passes for the Mustangs and a first down at their own 40-yard line. Again, they're going no huddle.
And this is what we saw them try to do against Ball High. Obviously having more success here, a little bit more efficiency when you have a week to work on it.
Screen again caught. Bubble screen caught by number 22, Walker Winters, the running back. Gain out to midfield. So, again, a short play and moving the ball forward are the Mustangs.
Yeah, absolutely. They struggle to do this against Ball High, but when you have a bye week to really get your rhythm together, it can help with this kind of flow.
Back again, and another pass. This one is complete to Jeremy, and that is going to be close to a first down as the Mustangs continue to just use those short passes to wear down the Bulldogs. They're already in midfield.
We'll wait to see. I believe they are moving the chains. That is a first
down.
They are
indeed. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of the Mustangs. And it is going to be Cottrell to run, and he is going to be stuffed immediately. Host the Bulldogs on the play. Number 75, Franklin Walker, one of the players on the stop. Also number 45, Tayton Shelf.
Yeah, I believe 2 weeks ago we saw more of Randall in at quarterback, number 10. Tonight we're seeing a little bit more Cottrell, like you said, opening up that run game a bit.
And it'll be a handoff to Winters, and he is not going to get much of anything as the Mustangs just get to the line of scrimmage. Actually, they don't even get that. They lose a yard on that, so it'll be a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we saw, even in the loss to to ball high. We saw Friendswood was consistently handing the ball off to Winters, trying to establish a rhythm, establish both sides of the ball.
Third down coming up, pistol formation. Number 11, Noah Abibi, is in the backfield with Winters. And now Abibi is going to line up into a slot. Winters is going to line up in a slot, and it's an empty set formation for the Mustangs. Three-man rush for Porte. Ball is incomplete. Laporte did not get much of a rush. Was looking for Abibi, but the ball was thrown low. So it's going to be a fourth down coming up. The Mustangs will punt.
Yeah, no doubt. Just a little bit low of a pass, and that drive really halted once Friendswood kind of went to their running game. They tried to mix it up, and I understand, like I said earlier, you have to keep the defense honest. I say it every week. You have to run to set up the pass, et cetera, et cetera. But when you're passing that well and the rhythm is going that well, sometimes running can actually be to your detriment early on in the game. I got to believe Friendswood, though, as the game goes on, going to find their rhythm in the run game as well.
Back to punt for Friendswood is number 12. That is Ronan Wilson, and that ball is going to take a bounce for Laporte, and that is going to end up being about a 15-yard punt at the end of the day. So Laporte is going to have a 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line to begin play. They are led to the field by the quarterback, number 13, Aiden Sign, 6 foot, 165-pound junior, has thrown 68% completion rate, but he has not been able to find the end zone with his arm as of yet. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 31-yard line. Pro set for Signs, and Signs is going to toss it to the up back, and he is going to be stuffed at around the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. Extra yard for Tyrese Barnes. Barnes, their leading rusher, with 523 yards rushing. He's run for over 100 yards in each of his first 3 games.
Yeah, had a little bit extra fight there at the end, but there was just a mass of humanity he was running into. That offensive line and the lead blocker not able to open up a hole for him. See if maybe they can get a little bit more. 3 yards, still more than I expected him to get. The extra fight got him that extra yardage.
Second down coming up, and it will be Barnes again, and Barnes is going to skate past one defender, but gets to around the 36-yard line. Tackle made by number 15, Caleb Condon. So a third down coming up. Ball spot at the 36-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Early action here. 8:36 to go first quarter here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
That's something to think about. A little bit of trickeration early on that. They faked it to the up back. They faked it to the fullback position, and they haven't really established that fullback yet. So something to look for.
And it'll be a screen pass to Barnes, and Barnes had room, just could not hold on to the ball. He went with the screen, and Barnes unable to hold on to it, and the Mustangs get a 3 and out.
Yeah, Brandon, I really believe that was a case of looking to run before he had the ball. His head was already looking downfield. Ball just bounces right out of his hands. You got to have that. You know, when you're an 0-3 team, little mistakes are a no-go if you want to get out of the hole for Laporte.
Esau Walling, number 1, is your punter. Back deep for the Mustangs, number 4, Cooper Prince. He is at around his own 27-yard line, and stoppage of play. And it looks like it might be a delay-up game. No, false start, but either way, it's going to take the Bulldogs back to the 31, so it'll be a 4th and 10 for Laporte. Like I said, Clay, when you're 0-3, those little things do matter. You know, those slight plays here and there, and particularly with that drop on 3rd down, those could be difference makers.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it's really just a matter of having the mindset that you're 0-0 on the win-loss column, and you just have to go out and play your best football this night.
Hunt is fielded, and a fair catch at the 31-yard line. Fair catch made. Looks like number 6 for Friendswood. That is Jackson Lee.
We've got a scoreless game so far, folks, but that doesn't mean that something can't happen soon. Stay with us. We'll be right back here. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
This is Gardy with Clear Life. We're opening 3 spots for new broadcast sponsors, starting at only $300 a month. Fight broadcasts, high school sports, podcasts, community stories, and updates. Drop a comment or send an email to info@clearlifemedia.com.
Welcome back to the action, folks, here. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week as we see Walker Winters getting another carry.
Not able to get much on that play. Tried to bounce it outside, but Laporte able to flush the play out. No gain on that one. So 2nd down and 9 for Cottrell and the Mustangs at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Cottrell actually is going to call his own number. Gets to around the 35 to around the 37-yard line before a wave of white brings him down. Number 9, Ashton Ruffin. Number 75, Franklin Walker, there on the stop.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And again, it's the run game does get them some yardage here. And obviously, it'll depend on whether or not they pick up the first down on this play. But so far, the passing attack has been their primary mover.
And 3rd down, it's going to be Cottrell calling his own number. And Cottrell will be stopped around the 40-yard line. He will be about a couple of yards shy up the first down. So it'll be interesting to see as to what the Mustangs do here. And they're actually saying they're going to give him the first down.
They gave him the forward momentum. I mean, why not? I was going to say good job by the Bulldogs to come up and stick Cottrell in the hole, but it was not enough, apparently, because first down Mustangs.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Cottrell back, steps, looks, goes downfield, has a man, and it's going to be intercepted. Was looking in the direction of Jackson Lee and ended up in the hands of Trent Callis, senior defensive back. So the Bulldogs get a break here on the interception.
Yeah, Trent Calais, as you see it here, the all-in-one tents and events replay. As the ball a little bit underthrown, and Calais was there to pick that ball off. That's a huge momentum change early. Let's see if the Bulldogs can capitalize on it and get some points on the board.
1st and 10 for Laporte at their own 20-yard line. 6:51 to go here, first quarter. First turnover at the game, recorded by the Bulldogs. You'll see if this young squad can make the most of the opportunity.
One thing to note, I'm seeing a lot of the skill position players are lacking in the size department. They're young, they're small, they're maybe not as matured quite yet. Just something to keep an eye on.
First down coming up, and it is going to be to number 6, and that is Ricky Sandoff. His first touch of the night. Sandoff comes into the game with 237 yards on 50 carries. He does have a 100-yard game to his credit. That came last week.
Yeah, and one thing I'm noticing a lot with the Laporte players, as you're calling out a lot of the stats, you're calling out a lot of things like that. They have stats. They've had good games. They just haven't had a complete game as a team. That's why they've come up 0-3. You have to put all that together, and everyone has to fire on all cylinders if you want to put one in the win column.
2nd down and 8 coming up. Signs under center. A pro set, not something you see often these days. Signs looks up, lobs the ball, and was looking in the direction of Barnes, and that is going to be incomplete. There's good coverage there by the Mustangs. It seems almost as if that was a busted play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Signs trying to find an open man to the left and just said, well, I know my running back's moving downfield. I'll just try to wing it over the top, but even that ball was a little bit underthrown. Just from start to finish, and as we're seeing, as we were talking about a minute ago, it's just these little mistakes, these little errors, and all of a sudden downs start slipping away, and downs turn into drives, and drives turn into games. It all just accumulates, Brandon.
3rd down coming up. 2 in the backfield, and there's a little bit of trickeration, and a turn, and it's going to be
Ball's out.
Bright. The ball came loose. Flag down. Mustangs recover. Man on the scene there, if it stands, is going to be number 3, Nicholas Ruffino. We'll wait and see what the penalty is.
Yeah, laundry all over the field, but I got to believe a lot of that's probably holding with the reverses and the sweeps.
And the way the Bulldogs are going out, they have turned the ball over, and the Mustangs are going to refuse that and get excellent field position at the 11-yard line.
We await. Referee giving us information. That is on the Bulldogs. It is declined. Friendswood football. And, Brandon, one thing I'm seeing early with the play calling, it's a lot of trickeration. Like I said earlier, they're faking to the fullback before they've even run with the fullback. They're running double reverses back at their own 20, and they haven't established anything yet as a team. But then it's this fundamental football that falls short. You're blocking, holding on to the football. How are you throwing your ball, your short passes? These little fundamental things that are falling apart. That's why you become an 0-3 team in my eyes.
Cottrell with a 1st and 10 will step back, calls his own number, has room to the 10. Track the ball past one defender and will be carried down at around the 5-yard line. Gain of about 6 for Cottrell, who is getting his first start of the season at quarterback.
No doubt, and it would not surprise me. We've seen them run the quarterback draw a couple times. Maybe we see a little shovel pass here, just a step and then pass. They've set up the run.
Pistol formation, and it is going to be Cottrell again, and Cottrell is going to get closer to the goal line, stopping around at 2.
And he can get a first down. This is actually, he can get a first down without getting the touchdown. He's about a yard shot. It's actually 3rd and 1, not 3rd and goal on this one.
3rd and 1 at the 2-yard line, 5:11 to go and counting. Mustangs starting to move some personnel into the game. Jordan Kreitz, number 18, coming in. Also number 49 for Friendswood, and it looks like confusion is going to lead to a timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 4:59 to go, first quarter. Friendswood knocking on the door in a scoreless game here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hey everybody, it's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. We are here to help fix your lawn. Does it currently look brown, dead, dry, patchy? We'll call it Hippie. We can help turn it around. And one of the best ways to do that is with our Hippie Juice Plus application to revitalize your soil, your turf, and help give you a lush green lawn you're looking for. Please fill out our contact form at hippiefertilizing.com, because nobody knows grass like a hippie. Peace.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Friendswood knocking on the door, hands the ball off to Winners.
Still spinning, and did he get it in? Mustangs say he did, but we're waiting for the officials to confirm it. They did not. So it is going to be a 1st and goal for Friendswood at the 1-yard line. Bad news, he didn't score. Good news, you still have the ball, 1st and goal.
Absolutely. We mentioned that possibility. They could get a first down without scoring a touchdown. This is going to crank some more of that time off the clock as this first quarter rolls along. Friendswood now with a fresh set of downs to get in the end zone. 1 yard needed.
Probably looking to see if we see Cottrell with the keeper, and that's exactly what we get, and it's exactly what they want. 1-yard touchdown run by Keaton Cottrell, and with 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Mustangs take advantage of the turnover and score the game's first points.
You know, Brennan, they had success early with the pass, but since then they have just been hammering the ball. As we've got a stoppage in play here. Waiting to see what it is.
Doesn't look like appear to be anyone injured.
No. Referees are waving.
Stopping play for some reason. I'll wait and see what the call is. Looks like everything is going to be okay.
We're saying flag on our screen, but I do not see a flag. Maybe they've already picked it up. You know, it could be a taunting call. Cottrell did get in the face of the defender.
And that very well could be. That very well could be, and if that's the case, it'll probably be tacked on the kickoff. Set to kick the extra point for Friendswood, number 12, Ronan Wilson. Holding is number 6, Jackson Lee. Mustangs going in 11 yards, 4 plays after the fumble recovery by Nicholas Ruffino. Put them at the 11-yard line following the turnover.
Well, Friendswood wanting some clarification as well as to what's going on. Why can't we kick our extra point?
And finally, the official is going to allow us to kick an extra point. Same cast of characters set to attempt it. Wilson awaiting the snap. And he gets it high and a busted play, and it's not going to get much of anything as Lee could not do anything on that one.
No
Mustangs
doubt.
score, but they missed the extra point. So 4:22 to go first quarter. It is Friendswood 6. LaPorte nothing on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
My name's Thomas with Garcia's Detailing, and we're out here at Clear Life Media in League City, Texas, and we're about to be working on this Sierra HD 2500. We're going to be doing a 2-stage paint correction. We're going to be laying down our ceramic System X. We're going to be doing a 5-year warranty for these guys. This truck's going to shine like never before with the hands of Garcia's Detailing, because when you put love into the art, it shows.
Hi, my name is Mason Sindelar. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Mustangs score, but not as energetic as it could have been because they missed the extra point. A little bit of a busted play. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth, Brandon.
It feels incomplete not to get that extra point as the Mustangs are set to kick off. Back deep for LaPorte, number 3, Tyrese Barnes, and number 6, Ricky Sandoff.
Ronan Wilson will be kicking this one off for us as well.
Return specialists are lined up inside their own 10-yard line, and Wilson is going to thump it in the direction of Sandoff at around the 3. Goes to the 10, 20, has a seam, 30, 40, inside down the sidelines to the 40, to around the 48-yard line up Friendswood. So Ricky Sandoff with an explosive return, spotted at the 48-yard line up Friendswood. That is a 49-yard return.
No doubt, and Sandoff has been their playmaker so far, that's really the biggest play of the night, and he made a business decision down there. He ran for the kicker. At least good job by Ronan Wilson to knock the return man out of bounds. Good job by the kicker there, but LaPorte with their best opportunity to score right here.
1st and 10, and it's going to be a handoff to Sandoff, and Sandoff will get to around the 46-yard line. Stop made. A couple of defenders in there. Number 7, Mason Sindelar. Number 97, Jacob Molina, also in there as well. Gain of about 3 makes it 2nd down and 7 at the 46.
Something to look for, and I always talk about momentum. I always talk about swinging one way or the other. If LaPorte can score here and get early points, they've got almost as many people in the away team as Friendswood does the home team out in the bleachers.
Handoff is going to be to Barnes, and Barnes is not going to bounces off one defender but can't get past the second as he is stopped. No gain on that play. Number 15, Caleb Condon. Now number 3, Nicholas Rufino recovered the fumble there on the stop. So a 3rd down coming up. They're officially going to give him a yard, give him the forward progress. So a 3rd down and 6 coming up for LaPorte at the Friendswood 45.
Yeah, if LaPorte can get that away team fired up, this could turn into an away game for Friendswood. I'm just kind of looking at the stands right now. Friendswood's kind of sitting around. LaPorte needs to get them fired up with some big plays.
And
they're
they
starting.
do get a big play. Completion made to number 8, Tyrone Coleman, with the reception and a 1st down for the Bulldogs. They're going to spot this one at the 36-yard line. So a gain of 9 on 3rd and 6 is going to move the chains.
This is what we're talking about. It's a game of momentum, a game of inches. LaPorte struggled on their first few drives. Now they've got a little bit of momentum after the return.
Toss play is going to be to Bright, and Bright is going to be stopped around the 33-yard line. Stop made by number 30, Colin Bobb. Also number 3, Rufino in there yet again. Also number 7, Mason Sindelar. So a short gain of about 4 gets the ball to the 32. So it's a 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bulldogs.
And Barnes has been the workhorse. They're handing it to him, live by the sword, die by the sword. They're going to keep pounding that rock and see if they can make something happen.
Toss this time to Sandoff, but Sandoff tries to turn the corner, cuts back, won't get much of anything as the Bulldogs are unable to get that run game clicking on that one. Host of defenders there on the play, number 49 for the Mustangs. Caleb Allen, first man on the scene. No gain on the play, so it'll be a 3rd down and 6 at the 32.
And as a coach for Friendswood, this is what you want to see. You want to see your team, kind of backed up. They gave up great field position or gave up bad field position for them on the big return. Now you need to knuckle down, prevent any points.
Twins receivers to the near side, and it's going to be a rollout by Signs, looking, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Looked in the direction of Sandoff.
Flag
overthrew
down.
him. A late flag. We'll wait to see what the call will be.
I see a Friendswood player down there arguing with the ref. Might be on Friendswood. Could have been a break for LaPorte.
Looked like it could have been a defensive holding on Friendswood. And it's a roughing the passer. Roughing the passer, a 15-yarder. So that's a huge one that gives Kevin Bernanke's team an opportunity to go inside the 20.
Yeah, that is a huge turn of events there. That could keep this could keep this game interesting. LaPorte, if they score here, kick that extra point, they go up by 1 early. all of a sudden the 0-3 Bulldogs lead. That's what we could see, but you gave them that opportunity as a Friendswood defense. That's not what you want as a coach. It's small little mental errors. Once again, plays turn into drives.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Friendswood 17, 1:43 to go in the first quarter. It is going to be a handoff to Sandoff, and Sandoff is going to get maybe to around the 15. So a gain of 2 on the play. Last man up was Allen, number 49. If you're watching us live on the Clear Life Media app on YouTube, let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're watching, and we'll sing you a shout. 2nd down and 8 coming up as we approach 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Signs goes under center. Gets the snap back. Quick throw. Ball is going to be caught at around the 15-yard line. Cuts back close to the 10. Reception made there by Dyson Godbolt Carr, sophomore receiver. And he has caught his 8th pass of the season. Came in with 7 catches for 70 yards.
You know, it's one of those, the ball was a little bit high, but that actually allowed him to they allowed kind of the blocks to develop more for him up front. The high pass actually helped him out there. It let him get a little bit extra wiggle room now as we're approaching 3rd and about 2 on this one.
Inside 30 seconds and counting. Toss is going to be to Bright. Bright trying to turn the corner and won't. Excellent stop there by number 42, the well-named Jackson Slaughter, as he slaughtered that play and forces the Bulldogs into a field goal attempt with 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And Brandon, Laporte is struggling in the front, in that line versus line play right now. We're seeing just the Friendswood Mustangs are moving those big offensive linemen up there at the line. It has been just, like you said, it's a slaughter right now. There was no hole, no opening on any of these plays as we get ready to see Laporte try to get their first points of the night.
Osvaldo Lopez is the kicker. It's a 30-yard attempt, and it is going to be good. It's not a thing of beauty, but it gets between the crossbars and gives them 3. Lead cut in half with 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It is Friendswood 6, Laporte 3 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Live in Santa Fe for the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Has a first down. Got a block. Is going to score.
Don't be surprised. Insurance companies offer bad deals for injury claims. And many lawyers, they take the bad deal, they move on to the next case.
Mitchell is going to be stuffed.
You have a choice. Hire a lawyer who will do the work. Set the tone against the insurance companies so that you get the max for your injury case. So call Lone Star Injury Attorneys, where we do the work. We punish the insurance companies when they give bad deals. Lone Star Injury Attorneys is a proud sponsor of the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Hi, my name is Claudia, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week, as the Bulldogs just got their first points on the board and will kick the ball off back to Friendswood.
Mickey to around the 20, 25, 30, down to around the 35-yard line. So Garrett Mickey with a nice kickoff return puts the Mustangs at their own 35-yard line. Tackle made by Isaac Bonilla. So a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 35-yard line. 12 seconds to go here the first quarter. Let me shout out the Orange Grim Reaper. He's been watching in Texas City. He's been watching Clear Life football since day one. So props to you. Louis, playing football at UTSA. Shout out to you. Enjoy the love that we're getting here on Clear Life Media. 1st and 10. As Cottrell brings the offense out. Handoff is going to be the Winners, and Winners is going to lose yardage as the Mustangs unable to get the run going on that one. Number 50, Branson Shanley, there on the stop on what will be the final play of the first quarter of play.
Folks, it has been a good one so far. 1 touchdown, 1 field goal, but it's just a 3-point game. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week will continue as we get ready to start the second quarter after this.
Thank you, Ryan Massa Realtor, for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Ryan is a realtor specializing in first-time home buyers and relocations to the Texas Gulf Coast region. Finding your tomorrow home today. Learn more on Facebook at Massa Realtor.
Hi, I'm Coach Rico, and you guys are watching the Game of the Week, Friendswood High School versus LaPorte on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Right here, the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. The Friendswood Mustangs leading 6-3 as we get ready to start the second quarter.
Controlling shotgun back in the pocket. Halftime looks, goes downfield, and it is going to be incomplete. Lee had a step on the defender, number 17, Trent Kayla, and it's an incomplete pass at a 3rd down and 11 coming up for Friendswood.
I tell you what, it's been an interesting Friendswood offense to watch because we saw early where they had the success with the short pass, and they seem to abandon that for the run. That's what got them the 6 points on the board. But now they have gone – sorry, I was trying to see if that was an offsides. But it was close. And now they're throwing the ball deep downfield. It's been interesting to watch them try to find their rhythm as an offense.
A new quarterback in place. They are trying to find the balance in there somewhere. Condon back has pressure. Will try to run and is going to be dragged down, stopped by number 9, Ashton Ruffin. And he was Ruffin indeed, as the Mustangs will go 3 and out after a loss of about 6 on that play. Actually, they're going to say 4. So a 4th and 15 coming up for the Mustangs as number 12, Ronan Wilson, is out the punt.
Yeah, good job there from the Bulldogs to knuckle down, play some hard-nosed defense. It's really been the tale of two lines in this one for LaPorte, as their defensive line has done an excellent job dominating up front for the most part. Their offensive line on the other side, struggling, though.
Kaylee's number 17 is lined up at around his own 45-yard line as he'll wait to snap by Wilson. And it's high and will bounce inside the 5, and he will just fall on it.
Oh, boy.
He just gave the Bulldogs a Christmas gift on that.
Yeah, you have got to try to at least punt that ball away. Do something to get rid of it. Look here, the all-in-one Tenson Events replay. High snap. Nothing that he could do about that. Oh, my goodness. You've got to try to punt that ball or do something with it, right? I mean, maybe he's coached different, but he just gave – I guess now give your defense a chance to do something. But we thought that LaPorte had good field position on the previous drive. Man, oh, man, they're already sniffing the door here on this one.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line. In for LaPorte is number 21, Sean Simon. Signs will hand it off to Simon. Simon spinning. Simon says touchdown. 2-yard run by Sean Simon, a freshman, getting his first varsity score. So the first play of the second quarter for LaPorte is going to give them a score.
Sean Simon listed as a freshman. And look at this. He ain't playing like a freshman. He's knuckling down, buckling down, spinning, and scoring to put the Bulldogs in the lead. And, Brandon, this is what we talked about. All of a sudden, that away crowd is a little bit louder than this home crowd.
Snap the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And like you said, now this home crowd is now silent because the road team is suddenly feeling it after the short touchdown run followed by the bad snap. It is LaPorte 10, Friendswood 7 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The thing is nobody's going to see all the mess-ups. I'm Nelson Negron.
And I'm Rihanna Negron.
And we're finding... I'm Nelson Negron.
And I'm Rihanna Negron.
And we are Provident Oak Financial. Provident Oak Financial is a Christian-owned investment and... Wow. Provident Oak Financial is a Christian-owned financial planning and investment firm.
We like to focus on your values and your beliefs and your investment strategies.
With Provident Oak Financial, you're not just a client, you're family. Scan the QR code for your free financial scorecard.
Provident Oak Financial. Faith, family, and your financial future.
Hi, my name is Macy Meyer. I'm the Director of Bands at Friendswood High School, and you're watching Game of the Week at Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. If you saw 0-3 beside the Bulldogs and you thought they weren't going to put up a fight, well, you are wrong. They lead this thing 10-6 over the Mustangs.
After the short field, 2 yards, and the run by Sean Simon. Number 39, Oswaldo Lopez, is set to kick off. Mickey and Lee back deep for the Mustangs, and the ball is going to be kicked deep, and it goes into the end zone.
I don't think it did.
That ball, did it go in? Ooh. They might have caught a break because I don't know if that ball actually got into the end zone.
And the ref didn't know either. That official right there, he's going to say it went in. That was very close,
That
folks.
was close to being a complete disaster.
And they're talking about it because Laporte definitely recovered that ball, and actually you could see there.
Yeah. If we could get a replay on that, I don't know if that ball got in the end zone.
Yeah, Kevin Berniath, he's on the field. That's the coach for Laporte. He's asking. It didn't go in. Look at this. This is close.
We're going to take a look, and it did.
It did. Just.
Ooh. I'd rather be lucky than good.
Woo. My goodness, folks. When you say football is a game of inches, that's the kind of thing you're talking about. Oh, my goodness. That was close. That was very close. Look here. You can see it just tip over into the blue as Friendswood's got their offense on the field. They don't even want to think about this one, folks.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Cottrell in a pistol set. 3 wide receivers to the far, and Cottrell trying to call his own number, gets to the 30 and go around the 31-yard line. So he'll get about 6 on that play. Tackle made by number 1, Asel Walling, senior linebacker.
You know what's interesting? Keaton Cottrell is listed on our roster as a defensive back. Obviously, this is his first game as quarterback, so he's probably a little more athletic, a little more mobile than the previous quarterback.
Handoff is going to be the Winters, and Winters isn't going to get much of anything as the Mustangs cannot get the run game going. David Campos, number 83, just shot through the line and made the stop. That's going to take them back to the 29. That's a loss of 2 and a 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, and Laporte's defensive line has absolutely been eating alive the Mustangs so far.
3rd down coming up, 4 wide receiver set. Abibi is lined up in the pistol formation, more of the H-back roll. Cottrell awaiting the snap, gets it, drops back, quick throw. Ball is going to be caught by Jeremy, and Jeremy's got a 1st down, and it's got a host of Bulldogs. They're going to finally bring him down at around the 38, but nonetheless, it is a 1st and 10 as Jeremy makes the completion and moves the chains for the Mustangs.
I tell you what, defensive coordinator Marcus McGraw for Laporte is going to put a circle on that play because I know they gave up the 1st down, but the linebacker came untouched. Friendswood didn't even see the linebacker blitz on the outside there. That's something to keep an eye on in the future if they can get more men in that backfield.
Quick throw again, and it's going to be Jeremy with the reception. Short gain of about 3. Tackle made there by 17 Kellys. So the Mustangs going back to what worked for them in their opening drive, those short, crisp passes that just moves the ball a few yards here and there.
Yeah, I think this is going to be their bread and butter for the Mustangs going forward if they want to have success in this game.
And it's going to be Cottrell, and Cottrell is going to get stopped maybe a yard or 2, but not much else. As again, Bulldogs, they're on the stop. Number 64, Laporte. That is Landon Guzman. And number 72, Brady Ferrani there on the stop as well. So a 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 8. 3rd down
about
and about 5. My fault.
All good. We are up here. We've got a glare on our window as well, folks, so we might call some things wrong. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you, but we will do our best.
3rd and 5 coming up. Cottrell looked like he wanted to throw the ball, then just had the ball in his hand like a loaf of bread. Did not get much of anything as the Bulldogs stuffed that one. Number 56, Jacob Bernetti, sophomore, there on the stop. And 4th down coming up, and it doesn't look like the Mustangs are going to punt. They're going to give this an opportunity to go.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I tell you, Brandon, I would look for that outside blitz again if I'm the defensive coordinator for Laporte. They had success. They were able to get penetration, and we know that Friendswood has consistently been trying to run the ball with the quarterback. So I would not be shocked to see another outside blitz here, maybe get some penetration quick.
Mustangs showing blitz on a 4th down coming up, and it is going to be enough for a 1st down. Cottrell moves the chains as the Bulldogs tried to get the stop, but Cottrell, the size of the athleticism enabled him to get that one.
Yeah, first real time we've seen Friendswood sort of pick up the blitz that well. at least on this play. They managed to get the first down on a fourth down. Could have been a huge disaster turnover there if they didn't. So excellent job here by the Mustangs getting this drive rolling and trying to get some momentum.
Trips to the near side on a 1st and 10. Cottrell back, quick throw. Ball is going to be incomplete. Had to throw that one low, was looking for Jeremy, but there were a number of Bulldogs in the vicinity.
Actually,
number
he caught
24. He caught the ball.
I apologize for cutting you off.
My
Yeah,
fault.
it was a low pass.
Never stop, but he made the reception. Gained up 4 on that play.
I tell you what, those quick passes are really what's getting the Mustangs the yard. It's not pretty yardage. That's the thing. It's just quick, dirty, low down, underneath passes. Just like this. Let's see if they can complete another one.
Steps, throws. Ball's going to be caught. Good open field tackle buried by Kalis, because if he did not make the stop, that is a touchdown for Jackson Lee.
Yeah, there was no one between here and the highway for Jackson Lee. So great open field tackle. I know you gave up the catch, but you got to look at the silver lining sometimes. Trent Caley's making the tackle there in the open field. Fresh set of downs, though, for the Mustangs.
1st and 10. Again, quick throw ball is going to be caught. Again, reception made by Jeremy.
We
gets
called
the
it.
ball inside the 35 and gets the ball to the 33, so a quick gain of 5.
Absolutely. We called it in the opening drive. These quick passes are what was eating LaPorte alive, and we're seeing it again here. It's these short underneath passes. Now, the previous play was a little bit deeper, so maybe they can kind of open that up with these underneath balls, but that's really what I feel like the bread and butter is for the Mustangs so far.
Play action fake, looking long. Cottrell looking, incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Jeremy. Just overthrow him. Good coverage also there by number 6, Ricky Sandoff.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Actually, I think that was number 5 for LaPorte that was down there. Chauncey Regis is who I have.
Chauncey Regis. Okay, that was him.
But, yeah, I'm not bad. You trust your receiver down there in the one-on-one coverage, right? And that's kind of what that was. But ball overthrown. Friendswood, I think, has to go back. Oh, and then we'll go back to the run here.
And it's going to be Cottrell. Cottrell is going to be close to a first down.
Very close.
As he puts matters in his own hands. And he did get the first down. Needed 5, got 5. So a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 28 of LaPorte. 5:48 to go here, first half. Mustangs trailing 10-6, but driving. Shotgun set as Cottrell has 3 receivers, 4 receivers, 2 in each slot, 2 to the outside. Cottrell back, has pressure, avoids it, steps, shakes off one defender, but can't get past number 50. That is, again, Branson Shanley.
That was a late flag on this one. Might be a face mask, because the referee that threw it was right there watching the quarterback hit the ground. Face mask. I don't believe it was roughing the passer, because the ball was still in his hands.
We'll wait and see. It looks like you're right. It looks like it is going to be a face mask. We'll wait the official call. Takes away what would have been a loss of about 2 or 3. And they are going to...
Face mask, yeah.
Face mask, and that is a big mistake for LaPorte, as the Mustangs are going to get this ball now 1st and 10, spotted at the 13-yard line.
Brendan, this is going to be a fun one. You can already tell. Be sure to share this out. Let folks know what's happening, because this is not a clean, pristine, back-and-forth battle of, incredible football teams. This is a dirty, low-down, back-and-forth struggle. Who can make the least amount of mistakes in this one?
Yeah, this is going to come down to just who is going to be the most physical at the end and who can make the fewest mistakes. 5:09 to go here in the first half. Fast-moving game, actually, as the Mustangs with a 1st and 10 at the LaPorte 13-yard line following the face mask.
And again, LaPorte, they're having success in the front. They're having success stopping a lot of these runs. It's been the underneath, because you look, even just the way they're lined up now, you can see the space between the defensive backs and the receivers. There's a lot of space there for those underneath throws.
Winters goes in motion, and it'll be Cottrell gets inside the 10. Cottrell gets to around the 7-yard line, so he will pick up 6 on that play.
Yeah, no doubt, just kind of bouncing off a few defenders, making some yardage. And again, this is a situation where they can pick up the first down and establish 1st and goal, give themselves a whole new set of downs about 3 yards away from the end zone.
5:04 and counting here in the first half. Wright's number 18 comes into the game. They get a little more size into the lineup. He is going to go into motion as the H-back in a pistol set. And it's going to be Cottrell calling his own number, and he is going to be stopped at the line. Ball came loose after the play. First man on the scene was number 73, Grady Ferrani, as the stop by the Bulldogs. Again, unable to run the ball in the middle of the field is Friendswood.
Yeah, they're having a little bit of success occasionally where Cottrell is able to get through, maybe bounce off a linebacker or two. But for the most part, I'm seeing LaPorte really dominating that front of the defensive line there.
Third down coming up, and a timeout, actually a flag. Is that a false start? It is a false start. That's going to take Friendswood back 5.
Yeah, this is what we just said, folks. It's who makes the least amount of mistakes. And when you're in a 3rd and 4 and now you go to a 3rd and 9 or a 3rd and 3 and go to a 3rd and 8, whatever the situation is, looks like it's 3rd and 9. That's a huge difference, folks. That's a huge difference. All of a sudden, a lot less plays in the playbook for 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9 coming up, 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. First half. It's a 10-6 game. LaPorte leading Friendswood here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Cottrell in a shotgun set. It's got 4 wide receivers spread out to either side. Cottrell calls his own number. No fakes, throws, and the ball is going to be knocked away.
I believe the referee might have gotten.
The official got involved in the play as well. It's an incomplete pass. Good coverage there by the official along with the LaPorte defender. Unintentional by the official, but it's a 4th down coming up, and it will force the Mustangs to settle for a Wilson field goal.
Yeah, that's a tough situation because I was actually going to mention before the play that LaPorte has they have their 3-4 set. They have 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and then they have their defensive backs on the outside. There's no one back at safety. The middle of the field is open, so if you can get anyone to break away on a slant or a post, you could have that all to yourself out there. So it's just a matter of Friendswood getting the open man.
High snap. That kick is going to be off the crossbar. Good. The high snap affected Wilson, and the Bulldogs bench. They won't break as they still maintain a 10-6 lead with 3:44 to go here in the first half.
Folks, it has been, once again, who can make the least amount of mistakes? We'll find out. We will find out, folks. But I tell you what, man, it has just been one thing after another. You get the false start that backs you up, and then the next play, the referee's in the way. It feels almost like I don't believe in curses. I don't believe in magic. But, man, oh, man, the Mustangs, it's like a horse with a broken leg right now, man.
They must feel like they're in the twilight zone the way that they have played here in the first half. It's just been a case of just being off, a step or two off, and feeling very strange about it as it's going to be handoff to number 21, that's Sean Simon. Sean Simon has got the open field. 30, 20, 10. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Sean Simon. Simon says I'll score from 79 on that one.
My goodness, the freshman with the fresh legs running all the way. Look at this, and look at this. It's the offensive line opening that hole for him. He comes through untouched until he gets to the secondary. Still untouched. They didn't touch him until it was the defensive back. Number 7, credit to him, Mason Sindelar, trying to run down, trying to make something happen, but much too much was the young freshman. Man, LaPorte looking to go up now as they kick the extra point, and it is good.
3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the first half. And the last 2 times that Sean Simon has touched the ball, he has scored from 2 yards out. This time he decided to do it 40 times better. 80-yard run. It is 17-6. LaPorte over Friendswood. Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hi, my name is Daniel Sereni.
Today we're at Texas First Bank in Dickinson, Texas.
Texas First Bank in Hitchcock.
Texas First Bank here in Galveston.
Texas First Bank has over 27 locations from Galveston all the way to Conroe.
Texas First is a locally owned and independent community bank.
Texas First Bank offers a wide range of different products and services from consumer to business. We're here to help you in any way.
Love for you to come in and visit with us and talk to one of our banking representatives.
At any of our 27 locations, or you can check us out online at texasfirst.bank.
Ven a visitarnos en una de nuestras varias locaciones o visítanos en línea en texasfirst.bank.
Texas First Bank.
Helping Texans build Texas.
Hi, my name is Lauren Edwards, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. And, folks, LaPorte has snuck up and has walked away with 17 points here so far in the first half, leading 17-6 over the Mustangs.
17 unanswered as the ball is going to be kicked off deep, and that is going to go back in the end zone. This one actually will go in the end zone, so it will be a touchback. And the Mustangs trying to get some sort of balance offensively as they trail 17-6 with 3:30 here in the first half.
I tell you what, man, it was really the change of pace there for LaPorte. They finally got that offensive line to start moving some people up front, and that was the result. 70 yards, and you can feel it. We talked about it a little bit earlier, and when I said it, it felt a little weird. But all of a sudden, this feels like an away game for Friendswood.
It does right now, because right now you've got the LaPorte side of the field feeling all the momentum in the world. You've got a quarterback, Josh Brister, and apologies on that. It is Josh Brister at quarterback. Just got that information.
Yeah, we don't even have him on our roster, but we'll take your word for it. Yeah.
1st and 10 for Brister at the 25-yard line. And he will pump fake, calls his own number to the 30, tripped up and around the 31, 32-yard line. He'll pick him around 6, maybe 7 on that play as he is slow to get up. And he is going to remain down, and we're going to go ahead and take the break. 3 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the first half. It is LaPorte 17, Friendswood 6. Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The best barbecue is at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, now open at the Mainland City Center. Brisket, ribs, and smoked chicken. Bring your appetite at Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.
Hi, my name is Priscilla Orta, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. You see there the Mustang fans, low energy, chatting amongst themselves. Quarterback number 9 walking off under his own power. That's the good news. That's the student section. As we get ready, now it'll be number 6. Jackson Lee is actually
will be in at quarterback right now. Actually, it's number 8. Looks like Mikey Butler. It is Butler, and it'll be hand off to Winters, and Winters is not going to get much of anything as he is stopped almost immediately at around the 33-yard line. No gain on that play.
Yeah, good call. That is number 8. Again, we're looking through a glare up here. The lights are bright in the press box tonight, folks.
Indeed they are. It is not so bright for the Mustang offense so far. 17 unanswered points after they got a gift off of a turnover that set up their one score. 3rd down and 2 at the 33-yard line as Butler in for Brister. Winters in the backfield. And it'll be Winters, and Winters gets enough for a first down. Move the chains as he gets it past the 35 to around the 36-yard line. Tackle made by number 1, Walling. So he will get 3 on that one.
I'm curious if they stick with these QB runs. This is the 3rd quarterback we've seen for Friendswood this year. You know, we heard that there was a player injured and everything else. And so now I'm curious to see if they just go to Winters, to see if Winters can handle the rock here for a bit.
Back to throw. Ball is going to be caught, and it's going to be close enough. Should be a first down. Catch made by number 6, Jackson Lee, and Lee moves the chains as Butler goes out, and it will be Brister back in. Butler completes his first and only pass thus far, gets it to the 46-yard line, so a 10-yard gain on the 1st and 10.
Absolutely just enough, and I'm curious now if they continue to run the ball after having Brister go down previously.
And it'll be Winters this time at the carry, and he is going to be stuffed immediately. First man there was number 9, Ashton Ruffin. Does not get much of anything on that one. Gets the ball to around the 47, so a gain of 1 makes it 2nd down and 9.
And for the most part tonight, that Bulldogs front 7 has been running away with this one, just moving that offensive line where they need to. Let's see if that trend continues here. Now 2nd and about 8.
3-man front for the Bulldogs. 2nd down as Lee goes into motion, and it'll be Brister back, looking, throws, and ball is going to be caught. Good reception made by number 14. Yet again, Gianni Jeremy with the reception.
Ref says he's out. Ref did not give it to him, actually.
Give it to him. Ouch.
Yeah, you had a better look at the feet than we did. Let's see this replay right here. Brought to you by All-in-One Tents and Event Center. And, yes, that left foot was out of bounds. Very close, though.
And, again, it's just a bad break for Friendswood. The breaks are not falling their way.
Inches, man, inches on this one.
3rd down and 9 coming up.
Watch the right side of the field here for the pass.
Brister back in the pocket. Has pressure. Looking. Steps, throws. Ball is going to be caught. Reception was made by Winters, but a good stop by Cales again with a good open field tackle. Leave the Mustangs short on the 1st down.
And, Brendan, I saw a Friendswood receiver get just absolutely glommed there trying to run his route. Surprised, because I think Laporte might have gotten away with one. As the quarterback, number 9, looked over to his right, and he saw that happen. He didn't throw the ball. I think if he would have thrown the ball in that direction as the receiver got knocked off his route, that probably would have been defensive pass interference. But, again, little too late there, as now Friendswood looks to pick up a 4th and 2.
4th and 2 coming up now. Mustangs 1 for 1 on 1st down conversions, and they will be 2 for 2 as Brister is going to carry the pile past the 45 to around the 42-yard line. So he will get 4 when they need it 2, and it's enough to move the chains for a 1st down. Clock running with 36 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Figure that the Mustangs will try to get a little more urgency here in getting the ball closer to the goal line. Clock continuing to run at 30 seconds.
Yeah, very curious.
2 timeouts remaining. At the throw, looking, Brister is going to look like he was sacked. Finally a sack.
Yeah, held on to that one for way too long.
Oh, no doubt he did. And the sack is going to be by Shanley. And the Bulldogs forcing a 2nd sack of the night. They'll take the timeout. Friendswood with 17 seconds to go here in the 1st half. It is Laporte 17, Friendswood 6 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The event of the year returns to Hitchcock this October. The Hitchcock Good Old Days is October 11th and the 12th. Perfect for the entire family. Enjoy the barbecue cook-off, live music, mutton bustin', and the Miss Good Old Days pageant. Shop local and enjoy the vendor market with over 40 vendors. Tickets are only $5. We'll see you at the Good Old Days Fairgrounds. Learn more about this event at hitchcockchamber.com.
Hi, my name is Melissa Novak, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back to it, folks. 17 seconds left here in the 1st half. Friendswood needs to get some points on the board. They're down 17-6 over Laporte.
2nd down coming up. Brister back, steps, throws. Ball is going to be caught. Reception made by Lee, and Lee is going to go out of bounds at around the 34-yard line.
10 seconds left on the clock as Friendswood moving. You got to think they want 6 points here, preferably 7, but something to narrow this gap a little bit more than just a field goal.
6 seconds left. We'll go ahead and take the time out. We'll see what Coach Johnson and the Mustangs do here. 17-6 is our score. Friendswood got the first points of the game on the Brister touchdown run, but it has been all Laporte since.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We saw, an 80-yard touchdown run. We saw a huge return that didn't quite result in points, but you just feel, like we talked about early, the momentum for Laporte has just built and built and built, and that's why they're up 11 points here, just about to close out the 1st half.
They started finding some momentum late in the loss to Port Neches last week, and I think it's where the Bulldogs are starting to figure out their identity. And here in the 1st half, they've shown their identity. They're not going to throw the ball a lot. They're going to run, and they're going to be physical on both sides of the line.
Absolutely. And here we see they've actually got more defensive backs back this time. They are trying to avoid that deep pass, going to make life difficult for the Friendswood quarterback.
Back to throw is Brister has pressure. He is going to be sacked. Brought down number 45 for the Bulldogs, Chayton Self. There with the stop, and that is how the 1st half ends. Laporte comes in 0-3. They don't look like an 0-3 team thus far. They lead by a count of 17-6 here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Enjoy the halftime, everyone.
Embrace the chaos. Visit riotsports.co to learn more and purchase product. And use discount code CL10 to save.
Hi, my name is George, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Hi, my name is Claudia Church, and I'm Student of the Week at Friendswood High School. I'm very honored. I don't know, that's a big thing to be honored for, and I feel like I really appreciate it because I do try hard in everything I do, so that's really exciting. Of course, I'm a part of cheer. I'm the varsity cheer captain, and then I'm also a member of the National Honor Society at school, so that's a lot of volunteering. So the main way I volunteer is I coach the junior cheerleading team for this community, the Friendswood Broncos, and then I'm in a lot of AP and dual credit classes, so I do a lot for school too. I would get involved as much as you can because it's so rewarding, and honestly I like having a full day and then coming home knowing I did something to make someone else's day better or doing something for myself that made my life better, and I would just get involved because it really helps you become a better person and a much stronger individual. Thank you Galveston College for sponsoring the Student of the Week. Go Mustangs!
At Friendswood High School, band is a great community. We're all working together to make music, but have all sorts of opportunities throughout the fall and the spring, and right now that means marching band.
We have 2 big seasons, our marching season in the fall, which is our contest season for us and supporting the football team, and then our concert season in the spring, which is more of our what you normally think of when you think of like orchestra and band, like just the sit-down stuff.
It's a great feeling to put together the show and finally be able to perform it on the field in front of a crowd, because we've been working on it for months.
I would want the community to know that we are always there to support them. Everything we do is for and because of the community. Without the community, their support, donations and fundraising, them allowing their kids to be in our program, we wouldn't have the band. So I think sometimes we don't get to interact with the community in the way that we would want to sometimes, just because of, situations. So I would just want them to know that we are incredibly thankful for everything.
I'm really glad I get to do band with my free time. I'm not sure how else I would use it, and I think it's a great community to be a part of. It's skills that I'm going to take on both musically and with professionalism skills, and I'm excited to see what I can do with it in college.
enjoy cheer because it helps me push myself to be a better person in every way possible, mental and physical.
It's remarkable, you know, to see them light up on a Friday night or at an event and all the little girls in the bleachers waving hello to them and being able to see them yell, "Go Big Blue" with us. It's the best feeling ever as a coach.
Well, we do 2 different types of competition routines. We do a game day routine, and we also do like a tumbling and stunts, really exciting routine. And we do that as well as go to a lot of our sports games, and we cheer for them, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot going on, but it's fun.
Friendswood Cheer, I think it's a foundation that has set on this school and the pride. Being a part of Friendswood is a true foundation in and outside of community support. So I feel like we stand behind the community and the community stand behind us.
We practice really hard, and it takes a lot of teamwork and motivation. We always motivate each other a lot, and we practice really hard. We work with each other outside of practice as well, and we just come together at practice and we try our best. And not every practice is good, but it's always so worth it when we go to nationals and we maybe end up winning. And no matter the outcome, it's just worth it getting to practice with the team and try hard.
Get up, Steph. Get ready to run out.
I don't know whose phone this is.
Welcome to Communities in Schools. This is what we do.
If it wasn't for the CIS community, I would still be an ISS.
I'm thankful I get to express my feelings.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. I'm Clay Roberts calling all the action with the man himself, Brandon Williams. Brandon, we've got an upset in the making as LaPorte leads 17-6 over the Friendswood Mustangs.
Bulldogs came in here 0-3, but they have looked like a team that is not 0-3. They have held Friendswood to 6 points and 124 yards of offense. It's got to be frustrating for Friendswood to be down 11, despite the fact that they have allowed only 109 yards, and 82 of those have come from the legs of Sean Simon, those 2 touchdown runs that he had in the second quarter, because their lead backs have been held in check here. When you look at Barnes, 4 carries for 10 yards, Sandoff, 4 carries for 3 yards, 109 yards total for LaPorte, but yet somehow they have been able to hold a 17-6 lead.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Most of the yardage, most of the points have happened for LaPorte on the one big play, and it's been big play potential. That's really what's gotten LaPorte ahead. And Friendswood has had little chippy drives, but they have not really been able to accumulate those into points. And if I can make a quick point, I want to talk about some of our sponsors. I want to thank B&O Construction, Galveston College, Lone Star Injury Attorneys, Santa Fe Education Foundation, Ryan Massa, Communities in Schools, Hippie Fertilizing, Texas First Bank, Hitchcock Economic Development, Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, Red River Cantina, Garcia's Auto Detailing, Texas Star Grill Shop, and all of our instant replays tonight are brought to you by All-in-One Tents and Events Center. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We could not bring you the Game of the Week each and every week without you. As folks, we get ready to kick off here in the second half. And Brandon, got to believe Friendswood, the crowd has stuck around. They want to see their Mustangs rally back.
Wilson with the kick. It is going to be fielded by Sandoff at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, down to around the 45. A late flag as he was dragged down at around the 46-yard line. See what the call is, but if it stands, the Bulldogs are going to have excellent field position once again.
Yeah, and Sandoff has been a home run hitter so far on these kick returns. He's had 2 that have gone back for a tremendous amount of yardage. I got to think this one's coming back. I'm waiting to see what the referee says. But most likely when you get those big openings like that, it's probably a hold.
And no doubt, Sandoff had a 49-yard return earlier. That one was 36, and that is going to be taken away because of a hold. and it's a first down for LaPorte. They will spot the ball way back to around the 30-yard line, so not too bad. But nonetheless, it's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 30.
And LaPorte has not played a perfect game by any means. The only points that Friendswood has gotten on the board was because of a massive fumble and turnover. See, LaPorte now
back to throw, and that ball is incomplete. He was looking for Barnes as the ball fell short.
As I was saying, it has not been a perfect game for LaPorte by any means. You know, they had the big fumble. They got recovered by Friendswood, and that's what led to Friendswood only points of the game. And we kind of thought from there it was going to take off for Friendswood, but LaPorte has stayed diligent. They've corrected the small mistakes. And like we said earlier, plays turn into drives, drives turn into points.
Second down coming up for the Bulldogs, 2nd and 10, and it's going to be play action. Actually a draw play, and it's going to be Sandoff, and Sandoff with his best run of the night. Takes that one to midfield, a gain of 20, as a little bit of misdirection opened the door for Ricky Sandoff, and the senior ripped off a 20-yard gain.
And we actually saw them tease this play in the opening drive where they faked it to the fullback. They faked it to Sandoff and handed it to the running back. This time it's the opposite. That play actually set up the fullback run. So very interesting to see. Right now, LaPorte is on the move early.
Pistol formation for the Bulldogs, 1st and 10 at midfield. Man in motion going to the far side. It's going to be a handoff again to Sandoff, and Sandoff is going to get past the 45-yard line around the 44, so a gain of about 6. Make it 7 on that play, and the Bulldogs coming out here in the start of the third quarter, running behind that offensive line that is starting to take control of the game.
Absolutely. They struggled a bit in the first half, and now they're finding that rhythm. And we talked about this. We kind of talked about this in our off time. I love the idea of feeding the hot hand, and Sandoff has been the hot hand so far, as we see again. He has the ball.
Flag down. It's going to be Barnes as he got maybe to the line of scrimmage. Flag came down almost immediately, and it's an offsides off Friendswood. If that holds up, indeed, that is going to move the ball even closer for LaPorte. The official said, the back judge said it was an offside, and it is an offside, and it's going to take them to the 38-yard line, and a first down for LaPorte. 10:42 to go here, third quarter. Just started the second half here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. LaPorte leading 17-6 and looking for an opportunity to add more points here on their opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And like I said, though, feeding the hot hand, just figuring out what's working, and don't get away from it. Make them stop you. Don't stop yourself.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Sandoff and Barnes in the backfield. Back to throw. Ball is going to be caught. Catch made by number 11. That is Goldboat Carr. His second catch of the night. Not much on it, but it's enough to move the ball inside the 35 to the 34, so a short gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You have the cushion on your receiver. The defensive back is way off the line, so you just throw a little curl route, just a little underneath, pick up some yardage, and make second down a little bit easier for you.
2nd and 6 coming up. 9:53 to go here in the third quarter. In a bit of a pro set. Handoff is going to be to Barnes, and Barnes is going to get to around the 30-yard line. Gain of about 3 on that play. Tackle made by number 3, Nicholas Ruffino.
You're going to make it about 3rd and 2 here. And so far, LaPorte looking very crisp coming out of this halftime. You know, they had the momentum kind of going into the half, but it kind of felt like it was a sloppy momentum. This LaPorte offense so far on this drive looks very clean.
They look very confident in the way that they're coming out of the huddle. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Again, twin backs. Handoff is going to be to Bright, and he should have enough for the first down. Actually, it's Sandoff with the carry. And a late flag coming up. A little bit of extracurricular activity at the end of the play. We'll see what the call is.
We've seen a bit of that tonight. This is the first time I think it's been called, though, for either team.
Let's see what the call is, and it looks like that's going to go against Friendswood.
Wow.
If that is indeed the case, personal foul against the Mustangs, and that's going to give the Bulldogs even better field position, as that's going to take them inside the 20.
And And Brendan, I'm not a lip reader, but I believe he said number 49, Caleb Allen. That's your team captain. That's one of your team captains that just got that penalty. That is not what you want out of a leader for your defense. That's a sign that maybe the wheels are falling off of here early in the second half. You have got to lock it down if your Friendswood. Prevent the score. Don't let this lead get any bigger.
1st and 10 to 14. They bring in Simon, who's got 2 touchdowns already. And the toss is to Simon. Simon turns the corner, cuts back inside the 10, and it's where he will be stopped. Pick up about 4 on that play. Number of Mustangs there on the stop. So second down coming up. Allen there with the stop. So 2nd down and 6 at the 10-yard line. So the Bulldogs coming up. Allen goes out as it will be Barnes and Sandoff in the backfield again. Signs, hands it off. Actually, it'll be the quick hitter to Sandoff, and Sandoff gets inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line, so he will pick up 3.
Absolutely. We're beginning to see that LaPorte offensive line just make movement here, making that movement, slowly inching their way toward making this a bigger lead.
3rd and short coming up. 7:55 and counting here. Opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs, with the help of a couple of penalties from Friendswood, knocking on the door. 3rd down coming up as Signs will go under center. Gets the snap. Tosses. It's going to be to Barnes, and Barnes is not going to get much of anything. Probably got a yard, if that. Host of Mustangs, and another late flag coming up. So we'll see what the call is on that. A couple of flags thrown in the end zone.
We'll have to see. There's a lot of flags. Whatever it was blatant and well seen.
And you've got a man down on the field. Actually, he's back up. It's Kreitz, number 18. We'll wait to see and wait to determine the call. 7:28 to go here in the 3rd quarter. As the Bulldogs leading 17-6 here at Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Let us know where you're watching, and we'll sing you a shout on the live chat. A number of you guys bouncing in and around the area. You're out of the area, send us some love. Let us know where you're watching. And that is a penalty against the Mustangs. Simultaneous.
Yes.
So it's a 3rd down coming up, so it's going to be wiped out.
The offsetting penalties.
So 4th down coming up, actually. So 4th down and short for LaPorte. Bulldogs are going to go for it here. And a stoppage of play now with 7:28 to go. We'll take the timeout as Friendswood takes their first of the second half. 7:28 to go, 3rd quarter. It is LaPorte 17, Friendswood 6 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Lone Star Muscle is produced by Clear Life Media, a leader in high-quality video production. Clear Life Media specializes in video production, live streaming, photography, podcast, and much more. With the brand new state-of-the-art studio located in League City, Texas, make your next production come to life. Book today. Check out Clear Life Media on social media and learn more at clearlifemedia.com.
Hi, my name is Presley Studebaker, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. LaPorte up 17-6 over Friendswood. About to attempt a field goal here. They could not punch it in the end zone, but Friendswood, got to believe they don't want to give up any points here. Going to need to make something happen on this field goal attempt.
Lopez is 1 for 1 on field goal attempts. This one will be from around 25 yards. He was from 30 the first snap, and this kick is up, and it is no good. The snap came up fast, and he did not have enough time to get it, and the Mustangs really dodged the bullet here.
No doubt about it. Friendswood manages to knuckle down, preventing any points from being given up. And folks, we'll see if they can make something happen on this next drive. Down 6-17 over LaPorte. Here at the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Another round.
Hey, you guys are tapped out.
We said we want another round.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I gotta go.
Make us. Pillow hands.
Injuries happen. Sometimes it's your fault. And sometimes it's not. So if you're involved in a car accident, slip and fall, or work injury, and it's not your fault, you need a lawyer who will fight every round for you. So call Lone Star Injury Attorneys, proud sponsor of Elevate FC and Everything Houston.
Hi, my name is Claudia, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. You see there the student section. Mustangs stand tall, stand strong, prevent the field goal from LaPorte. Now let's see if their offense can get something going here, Brandon.
There was a 15-yard penalty after the missed field goal that adds a 1st and 10 for Friendswood. Reception made by Jeremy, as he has been the leading receiver for Friendswood tonight. Short catch. Gains 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up for the Mustangs at their own 40.
Got to believe Friendswood needs to go back to that short pass. We talked about it at halftime. They've had success with that short pass, but we're going to see them hand the ball off.
It has not been much of a night for Winters, as he has been held in check. He comes into the second half, 7 carries for only 2 yards. Before that one, it's 8 carries for 3 yards. As it's a 3rd and 4 coming up for the Mustangs at their own 41-yard line. Bristol will hand it off to Winters. Winters trying to turn the corner. Winters won't turn the corner. Stop there by the Bulldogs. That is number 17. That is, again, Trent Calais, and he has made several solid open field tackles.
Absolutely. And LaPorte has managed to knuckle down and buckle down here on this drive. We see that is third down, going to be a turnover on downs, as a matter of fact.
As they're going to punt the ball, Calais is going to line up deep for the punt at around his 34-yard line. Wilson set the punt, as has not been a solid night for him. A missed extra point and a botched snap that led to a touchdown, and that one was kind of high, but he does get a poor punt off. That one is not going to get much and takes a little bit of a Friendswood bounce, and that is going to give the Bulldogs, again, excellent field position on a short punt. They spotted at the 45-yard line of LaPorte. So at the end of the day, that punt turned out to be 14 yards.
My goodness, I tell you what, you hem up one issue and another one arises. You finally get the snap into the punter's hands. You just get a 15-yard punt. Good news is your defense has knuckled down a bit. Obviously, they gave up some yardage on the previous play, but they prevented points. Got to believe if they could get a turnover here, wake this crowd up. That's what Friendswood needs right now more than anything.
1st and 10, handoff is going to be to Simon, and Simon is going to get past the line of scrimmage. Not much else on that one. A yard maybe on that play. Tackle made by Brazina, number 17. So a 2nd and 9 coming up. 2nd and 8 officially, as they give Simon 2 yards.
We actually saw LaPorte have success passing the ball as well on the previous drive. They were able to open up their offense just a bit. You know, that's the kind of thing I'd like to see more from the Friendswood side of the ball as well. But, you know, obviously LaPorte wants points. Friendswood doesn't want to give it to them. That's really the name of this drive. Friendswood needs another stop here.
2nd down and 8 coming up. Fast-moving 3rd quarter, 5:15 and counting. 2nd and 8. Simon in the backfield, and a stoppage of play and a timeout by LaPorte will take it with them. 5 minutes, 8 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. It is LaPorte leading Friendswood by a count of 17-6 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Are you ready to take charge of your future? Galveston College is here to help you build your tomorrow. Get ready for an engaging and vibrant college experience where you can explore endless possibilities. Immerse yourself in our beautiful campus where innovation meets inspiration at every turn. Worried about paying for college? Galveston College is one of the most affordable colleges in Texas, located near the beach. You can enjoy the best of both worlds, quality education and fun in the sun. So what are you waiting for? Register now at gc.edu and start building your tomorrow at Galveston College.
Hi, I'm Coach Rico, and you guys are watching the Game of the Week, Friendswood High School versus LaPorte on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. LaPorte leading 17-6 over Friendswood, and it is LaPorte football, 2nd and 8 on the 44-yard line.
2nd down and 8 coming up. They'll go to pistol set. Simon in the backfield. It signs at quarterback. It is a busted play that's not going to get much of anything. Signs was not expecting the snap. Fortunately, Godbolt Carr was able to pick up the ball. They lose a couple of yards, but most importantly, they hold on to the ball. A loss of 3 on that one.
Yeah, almost an unintentional fumble. Ruski kind of ball just bobbled and snapped, and you saw the frustration there from Godbolt Carr. You know, that's the kind of thing you need to see, and he's just a sophomore. You want to see those players get frustrated. Hey, we got to execute, guys. If we're going to win this game, we're going to get our first win, we need to execute better.
3rd down coming up, 3rd and 11. Signs back in the pocket, steps, throws, looking downfield. That ball is going to be intercepted.
That's what they needed.
Kickoff by the Mustangs, and that is going to be, looks like number 26, number 28, excuse me, William Patrico with the interception, and that is a huge move for the Bulldogs. A mistake for the Bulldogs and a huge break for Friendswood with 4:24 to go in the 3rd.
Absolutely. Ball was underthrown. Great job there of number 28, turning his head, picking that ball off. You see it there on the all-in-one Tinson Events replay, and it brought this Friendswood crowd to life. Now, Friendswood needs to get some points into the board and cut into this lead on this drive.
Clock starting to work against them, down 2 scores with 4:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. They need something to start clicking. Brister back. As pressure, rolling, looks. He's just going to throw that one away. Pressure again by the Bulldogs. Number 9, Ashton Ruffin. Number 50, Branson Shanley there on the pressure to force the incompletion. That makes it a 2nd down and 10 coming up for Friendswood. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and once again, even despite the interception, the LaPorte defensive line is dominating the front. They managed to find a way to get pressure. They pick up where they left off, getting pressure and making life miserable for that Friendswood offense.
Brister back, steps in the pocket, has pressure. Looks, he's going to keep this one downfield. Lots of hugging and kissing and a flag. There was no question that was going to be a pass interference, and it'll be a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down. Might be an offensive hold, but either way, it is a 1st down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was a tackle while the ball was in the air. You cannot have that. You got to play the football. And, I mean, it's one of those things, too. Friendswood was throwing up into double coverage, too. You've got to trust the other defender to get up there and make something. LaPorte needs to play a little bit better disciplined football than that. And we're starting to see a little bit of the wheels falling apart. Pass interference defense, that's going to be a first wood for Friendswood. You know, LaPorte here in the second half, they had it going a bit, and then all of a sudden that interception happens, and the wheels begin to unravel.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Their own 42-yard line, 4:11 to go, 3rd quarter. They trail 17-6, looking to try to get back into this ball game. Brister, shotgun, play action, back in the pocket, steps, throws. This ball is going to be incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Lee, but that was just a bit too high.
Absolutely, and you know it's one of those number 17 for LaPorte. That is Trent Cayley's. He had a beat on that ball too. If that ball would have been thrown a little bit lower, he might have actually been able to intercept that and take it all the way. But you know, high ball, throw it where only your receiver can get it, if anyone. And we're going to move on to 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 coming up again. Brister in shotgun. He'll drop back, look, steps, throws. The ball is going to be caught. Not much there by Jeremy. He makes the catch. Tackled around the 45-yard line. First man there was Chauncey Regis.
Absolutely, and I know I'm beating a bit of a dead horse here, but Friendswood, the LaPorte defenders are way back on those receivers. You've got those underneath routes for the most part. You just have to use those like they're your run game until the run game opens up.
3rd down and 5 coming up. Lee goes into motion, and they'll give Lee the jet sweep, and Lee gets the corner, looks and has the 1st down a little bit more. Good run there by Jackson Lee, and he gets past midfield, past the 45 to around the 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the LaPorte 42-yard line. So a gain of 11 on that play.
Friendswood needs to keep this momentum going. And you notice on this play so far, no quarterback runs. They've gone away from that, and they're managing to find success now.
And back to throw. Brister looking, steps up, wants to go downfield, and that is going to be incomplete. Was looking in the direction of Lee. It's not Lee, that's Mickey, number 5. So it's a 2nd down and 10 coming up.
And Brendan, I got to chuckle a little bit. I think that was Malik King Miller running downfield with the receiver. Put his hands up from about 10 yards, said, I ain't touching him this time. They just overthrew this one.
Smart play. 2nd down and 10 coming up, and it'll be a handoff to Winters. And Winters is not going to get much of anything as, again, this Bulldogs team swarming to the football. Flag down. Oh, wait, see what the call is.
I think it might have been a face mask,
I think you're correct, as Winters did flinch. He got swung around.
Yeah, the way his body turned, the head whipped first and the body followed. And, yes, that is exactly what it is.
And Friendswood has gained 30 yards on penalties by the Bulldogs, and they're in excellent field position now. Send a shout-out number of people that are out and about watching this game. There is Jeremiah Fontenot watching from Norfolk, Virginia. Much love to you, Jeremiah.
And we appreciate everyone watching here. The Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Keeping us rolling here as Friendswood looks to keep the momentum going.
Brister back, has pressure, steps, throws. That ball is going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jackson. Look for a moment that Jackson Lee was going to pull up the touchdown. Not able to pull it in, so it's a 2nd and 10 from the 27.
Tell you what, beautiful route by Jackson Lee. Even more beautiful throw. Only thing that wasn't quite there was the catch. And I got to tell you, that's what you need if you want to get the 6 points, folks. Everything else is just gravy. You got to catch that ball, young man.
Penalty, it's a hold against Friendswood. That's going to push them back to the 37, so it's going to be 1st and 20 coming up for Friendswood at the 37 of LaPorte. 2:50 to go, 3rd quarter.
I tell you what, that does not help your cause. You know, they've had success because of the penalties. They picked up 1st down because of penalties from LaPorte, and now they're accumulating penalties themselves. Corner.
And you saw the blitz, and it's going to be Brister. He'll get past the 35 before he is finally stopped around the 33-yard line. Number 24, Ryan Pena, one of several LaPorte players there on the stop. But Brister gets the ball to the 33-yard line, so he will pick up around 4 on that play.
They get about 2nd and 16. And I tell you what, they finally run the ball with Brister. He only picks up 4, but cut into some of that deficit.
2nd down coming up. Brister back, looks, has pressure, still running around. Evades one man, evades a second. Still going past the 30 to around the 27-yard line. So Brister making things happen with his legs. Gets close to the original line of scrimmage.
A great play here by Brister. Look at this. He's keeping his eyes downfield. He's trying to find his man. Now he commits to the...
So they go back to the original line of scrimmage here on 3rd down and 10 at the 27-yard line. Clock at 1:41 to go here, 3rd quarter. Play clock down to 13. They'll go a pistol set with a BB and Winters in the backfield. Back to throw. Brister has pressure, and he evades one man, but he will not get. Wait a minute. Finally, he'll be dragged down. For a moment, looked like he was going to get away, but a stop by the Bulldogs. Number of players there on the play as number 25 for LaPorte, Caden Wilson, one of the players on the stop. Looks like he has injured his shoulder. He's walking off under his own power, but nonetheless, it's a sack, and it takes the Bulldogs, forces the Bulldogs to put Friendswood in a deep hole.
No doubt about it. I tell you, Brister is double tough in that pocket, man. But that was 2 plays in a row. He's trying to win this football game. And LaPorte coming with intensity on this one, trying to bring him down. And look at this. Friendswood trying to go for it. They need to cut into this two-possession deficit.
4th and 15. Brister with pressure. Brister still scrambling, trying to find something. Steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught. Jackson Lee with the reception. Brister made time, took a shot as he threw, but hit Jackson Lee with the reception inside a 15-yard line. They'll spot him at the 11 a gain of 21 on 4th and 15.
What a play there. My goodness. I mean, just dancing in the pocket. And again, like I said, you keep your eyes downfield when you scramble and find the man. What a play and what a catch by Jackson Lee to get open.
Handoff was going to be to Winters. Winters goes inside the 10. He is tripped up immediately. Good stop there by the Bulldogs. Number 32, Zach Ontiveros there on the stop.
Third quarter winding down here, 22 seconds left. I think Friendswood will probably get one more play. They like to move fast, Brandon.
You get the ball to the 9, so it was a gain of 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll see if they will let the clock run down. Looks like that's what they will do. 4 seconds and counting. 3, 2, 1. 36 minutes in the books, and it has been LaPorte with the 17-6 lead. Mustangs trying to even the record at 2-2. They've got work to do as we start the fourth quarter on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
My name's Thomas with Garcia's Detailing, and we're out here at Clear Life Media in League City, Texas, and we're about to be working on this Sierra HD 2500. We're going to be doing a 2-stage paint correction. We're going to be laying down our ceramic System X. We're going to be doing a 5-year warranty for these guys. This truck's going to shine like never before with the hands of Garcia's Detailing, because when you put love into the art, it shows.
Hi, my name is Macy Meyer. I'm the Director of Bands at Friendswood High School, and you're watching Game of the Week at Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Friendswood knocking on the door to cut into this 6-17 deficit. Brandon, we were just talking off air. You know, I would not be shocked to see Friendswood go back to the quarterback run. You were saying LaPorte's going to try to jump some of these underneath routes. You know, it's interesting because the playbook is opened up for Friendswood here in this last drive, and we finally see them start to move the ball a bit. But now, you know, what happens when you get in the red zone? That defense is closer than ever.
Hey, there's no question now. The Bulldogs are going to be wary of Josh Brister's running ability as we get inside the 10-yard line. It is a 2nd and 8 from the 9. Brister back, rolls out, looking, steps, throws. That ball is incomplete. Threw it in a crowd, was looking in the direction of number 14, Gianni Girani. It's been his favorite receiver tonight. That connection not able to get there, so it's a 3rd down and 8 coming up.
I tell you what, I actually think Brister had a hard time getting a handle on that ball. You saw him kind of rotate and twist around, had to get a hold of it, kind of slowed that play just a bit. And if anyone had any kind of space between the receiver and the defensive back, LaPorte was able to close that distance and make it a little bit tougher to score the touchdown.
3rd down and 8 coming up from the 9-yard line. 11:53 to go here in the game. Friendswood trailing 17-6. They need points. Brister looks, calls his own number, gets inside the 5, and he's not going to get much else as the Bulldogs were able to sniff that one out. Number of players there led by number 56, Jacob Bernathy. And it's a 4th down coming up. We'll see if the Mustangs will bring out the field goal unit, and they do. Ball at the 5-yard line, so it'd be basically a 22-yard attempt for Wilson.
And the logic here is if you can get 3 points, you make it a 9-17 game, and then you're just 8 points down. Yes, 8 points down. Had to do some quick Alabama math real quick. But, yeah, you make it a 1-score game. Exactly that, Brennan.
So Wilson attempting the field goal. He's 0 for 1 tonight.
That one dinked off the upright earlier as well.
Waiting to snap. Still waiting. And a stoppage and a timeout. And it's going to be Friendswood. And Friendswood going through their timeout, so they'll have one left. 10:54 to go here in the game. It is Friendswood trailing 17-6 to LaPorte on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The event of the year returns to Hitchcock this October. The Hitchcock Good Old Days is October 11th and the 12th. Perfect for the entire family. Enjoy the barbecue cook-off, live music, mutton bustin', and the Miss Good Old Days pageant. Shop local and enjoy the vendor market with over 40 vendors. Tickets are only $5. We'll see you at the Good Old Days Fairgrounds. Learn more about this event at hitchcockchamber.com.
Hi, my name is Mason Sindelar. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Thank you so much to Red River Cantina for sponsoring the Game of the Week. We could not do it here at Clear Life without all of our sponsors. As we get ready to see the field goal attempt.
Wilson from 22 awaiting the snap high, and the kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So the Mustangs do get points out of the drive. 10:52 to go. It's now a 17-9 game here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Hey everybody, it's AJ with Hippie Fertilizing. We are here to help fix your lawn. Does it currently look brown, dead, dry, patchy? We'll call it Hippie. We can help turn it around. And one of the best ways to do that is with our Hippie Juice Plus application to revitalize your soil, your turf, and help give you a lush green lawn you're looking for. Please fill out our contact form at hippiefertilizing.com because nobody knows grass like a hippie. Peace.
Hi, my name is Lauren Edwards, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. As you see the Blue Crew, the students are still sticking around, wanting to see their Mustangs make a comeback. Well, good news for them. They just got 3 points on the board. First points since the first quarter.
Ashley Rendon sending a shout-out to Aunt Maggie, watching her nephew Ryan Pena all the way out from Ontario, Oregon, as that ball is bobbled by Barnes. Barnes still going before finally being tripped up at around the 24-yard line. So Clear Life Media getting love on the West Coast. Some old stomping grounds.
No doubt about it. Clear Life Media, we are worldwide, man. Wherever you can get the internet, you can get the Game of the Week. We appreciate all of you watching from all over the globe. Here to check out Friendswood and LaPorte. As Friendswood looking to double down. They got the interception on the previous drive, I believe, if my math serves me correct. But they've managed to play better defense so far. That's what really matters here in the second half.
Friendswood down 8. We'll try to see if they can get the ball back. LaPorte committed 2 turnovers this evening, as they still hold a 17-9 lead with 10:46 to go here in regulation. Signs will give the ball to Barnes, and Barnes is not going to get much of anything. Actually, it's going to be Sandoff, and it has really been a rough game for the LaPorte running game if you're not Simon.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And even those, they managed to find openings and find holes, and it's been a premium. It's been hard to find, it's been a bit of a commodity for the offense. They've not had a good time running the ball, not been able to find the openings. And Friendswood has done a good job of preventing that run game so far. 2nd down and 9 for LaPorte. Signs back, will throw a quick screen to Barnes, and Barnes will get to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. Mustangs were able to sniff that play out. A couple of defenders there on the play. Number 18, Jordan Kreitz, there on the stop. Also, number 30, Colin Bobb. So a 3rd down coming up for LaPorte, a 3rd and 8 at the 26-yard line. Brandon, I would not be remiss if I saw LaPorte come up here and maybe try to force a false start, because this has been a Friendswood team that's been struggling with the penalties so far. And just like that, right, as we say, someone jumped, and it looks like it's going to be LaPorte that's going to be tagged with it, and it's going to be 3rd down and even longer, making a 3rd and 13 facing the Bulldogs. Yeah, as I say that, LaPorte shoots themselves in the foot. False start, and actually good job by the Friendswood defender to move with the LaPorte offensive lineman. That was a tackle number 73, Grady Ferranti. And a loss of 5. This has kind of been the trend. Excuse me for cutting you off. It's kind of been the trend late in the game, is seeing LaPorte start to accumulate more and more little mental errors and mistakes as the game has gone on, not playing a complete game of football. 3rd down and 13 from their own 21-yard line.
Barnes will go into motion. Back to throw his signs. The ball is going to be caught. Reception made by Godbolt Carr. Well short of the first down. He got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that was it. The Mustangs hold.
Good job. That's exactly what you need as a Friendswood team. You have reduced the score down to one possession, and you get the stop on defense. Get that football back, and you can tie this ball game up. Make it interesting here in the fourth quarter.
So 4th down coming up, 4th and 7 at the 27-yard line. Back to punt for the Bulldogs is Walling, number 1. And it's Jackson Lee lined up at around his own 40-yard line. They had 10 players on the field. Laporte has got Godbolt Carr down, giving them 11. Snap, and the punt is a wobbler. It's going to take a bit of a bounce and dies down at the 44-yard line. So the Bulldogs will give Friendswood pretty solid field position here with 8:12 to go. Mustangs now trailing 17-9. Definitely an opportunity to get back in the ball game here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Still a lot of football left to be played, but Friendswood needs to score a touchdown. The only touchdown of the night so far was in the first quarter when they got the ball on about the 2-yard line from a fumble. It was inside the 5. So Friendswood needs to score. They need to get some points on the board other than a field goal here on this drive.
Josh Brister at quarterback. He has held it for most of the evening with the exception of a couple of plays. 1st and 10. Brister back, looking, has pressure, steps, throws, looks downfield. That ball is almost intercepted. Blake Stout, number 2, looked like he might have lost that in the lights. You don't get opportunities like that too often, and he was not able to get this pick.
My goodness, if he was wearing a blue jersey, I'd have thought he'd run a route. Oh, my goodness. That was just right in his hands, and Friendswood gets away with one right there.
That is a defensive back's dream, and he was not able to fulfill that one. 2nd and 10 coming up at the 45-yard line. Brister back, pressure coming, still up, throws a wobbler, and that ball is going to be incomplete. He had Lee, and Lee had a nice mismatch on the linebacker, but could not reel that one in. 3rd down coming up is, again, Bulldogs bringing more pressure and forcing Brister to throw a little bit ahead of time.
Absolutely. That defensive line is eating alive the offensive line of Friendswood so far. Even on the previous drive where they had success, Brister had to scramble and move for his life. As we see here, I believe Friendswood is taking a timeout.
They do have a timeout, and they will take it with them. 7:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is Laporte leading Friendswood by a count of 17-9 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
The thing is nobody's going to see all the mess-ups. I'm Nelson Negron.
And I'm Rihanna Negron.
And we're finding... I'm Nelson Negron.
And I'm Rihanna Negron.
And we are Provident Oak Financial. Provident Oak Financial is a Christian-owned investment and... Provident Oak Financial is a Christian-owned financial planning and investment firm.
We like to focus on your values and your beliefs and your investment strategies.
With Provident Oak Financial, you're not just a client, you're family. Scan the QR code for your free financial scorecard.
Provident Oak Financial. Faith, family, and your financial future.
Hi, I'm Coach Rico, and you guys are watching the Game of the Week, Friendswood High School versus Laporte, on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. The Laporte defensive front picking up where it left off. They have been just hammering so far the backfield of Friendswood all night long. My goodness, as Friendswood will now have to punt on about a 4th and what is that, about 19?
4th and long coming up at the 37-yard line, so it's a 4th and 18. Previous play number 45, Chayton Shelf getting credit for the sack as Wilson lining up to punt, awaiting the snap at his own 22, gets it, and will get a better punt than his previous, and will force the fair catch by Callies inside the Laporte 25-yard line.
Yeah.
So 7 minutes, 8 seconds left. Laporte gets the ball back, and with the one-score lead, time definitely on her side. You're Laporte. You want to try to establish something to get the ball in the hands up. I would feel Simon at this point because Barnes nor Sandoff had really been effective tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, folks, you see there our upcoming schedule. Be sure to catch us next week in Dickinson. But, folks, we got to get through this one first. 17-19.
Handoff is going to be to Barnes. And Barnes, actually, it's Scott with the carry. And Scott gets close to a first down, does have a first down, spotted at the 36-yard line. So a gain of 12 for Scott. And I got to figure that this is going to be the bell cow that Bernathe is going to run with the rest of the way.
Yeah, he has been the hot hand. We talk about it. Feed the hot hand. And Sean Simon, he's just listed as a freshman on our roster, but he is absolutely, you call it, the bell cow. He's been the workhorse here for LaPorte. Close the show, young man, if you can.
He is close to 100 yards rushing on the evening. 1st and 10 at the 36. It's going to be a counter this time to Barnes, and Barnes has got room. Barnes has got a first down still going inside midfield, pushed out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. So best run of the night for Tyrese Barnes, their leading rusher.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations where the Friendswood defense has managed to hold strong the last couple of drives, but the offense has been unable to produce points other than a field goal. So now we're seeing all of a sudden LaPorte starts to find some cracks in that defense, and the whole team starts to wear down over time. Bulldogs are looking to seal the deal. That one win in their win column seems to mean a little bit more right now.
6:22 to go here in the game. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back split. Toss to Simon, and Simon just shot out of there like a cannon. Gets stopped around the 40-yard line. Good hit made by Molina. One of several Mustangs there on the stop. Also in there, number 42, Jackson Slaughter, but it's a gain of around 5 for Simon.
And Simon has a very strong first step. He is finding the opening. If you give him just a little bit of an opening, he's coming through the hole with efficiency and power. And I did see him get up with a little bit of a limp, but he's back in the huddle, no issue there.
5:49 and counting, 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Receivers Coleman, number 8, Gottbolt Carr, number 11, and it'll be a counter play to Barnes, and Barnes turning the corner. Barnes 30, Barnes 25, 20, 15, 10, to the 5. He will score!
My goodness. LaPorte started finding the opening. They find their blocks, and efficiency leads them into the end zone. That drive was systematic, Brandon.
4 plays, 76 yards, all on the ground, and Barnes takes it a final 40 for the touchdown that gives LaPorte a 23-9 lead with 5:27 to go here in the game.
Man, I tell you, we talked about it earlier, how it seems like they sort of found their rhythm with players and individuals. Now they start to have this slowly. It was not a complete game for LaPorte by any stretch, but they have found more of those moments as we see the extra point there to go up 24-9 over Friendswood. My goodness, huge.
Barbecue at Texas Pit Stop in Texas City.
My name's Nicholas Rafina, and you're watching Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Once again, there you see it. Next week, you can catch us in Dickinson as they host Clear Lake. And then the week after that, we are back in Santa Fe as they host the Io Colony Pioneers. Going to be a good one, folks. Next week, Dickinson, we finally make it out.
As Lee makes it out close to the 30-yard line on the kickoff return.
Starting to empty on the home side. That feels like the nail in the coffin, doesn't it? Now, obviously, we talked about it. Friendswood's not out of this. They need two scores, They need 2 scores, but Friendswood's offense has been stagnant all night long.
They have not been able to establish any kind of consistency, either in the run or the pass. And that ball is knocked down and incomplete. I'm guessing they're going to say it's an incompletion.
Yeah, it might be a tuck rule, something. I don't know.
But Mickey was able to recover the ball, but they're going to say incomplete pass. So make it 2nd down and 10. As again, the LaPorte pass rush is really starting to dial it up here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they've been really winning the battle up front all game long. But it was right here at the end, they really knuckled down and decided they needed that one win more than Friendswood needed their second win.
Showing blitz again, it'll be Winters. Winters breaks past a couple of tackles, gets close to the 40-yard line, gets close to a first down.
Absolutely. Now, Friendswood trying to find some kind of success here. They've had success again. It's those short passes that I think was kind of the neglected hero for the Friendswood offense. And every time they got close, they would then go back to running the ball. And it's just, it has stagnated their offense, in my opinion.
At this point, down 2 scores, they're going to need to start getting those plays up double digits instead of the little quick ones. And it'll be Brister close to a first down. Should have enough. Tackle made there by number 25, Caden Watson. And they're going to say that he is short by about a half yard. So 4th and short coming up for the Mustangs with 4:16 and counting here in the game. This is your ball game right here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Going back to Brister again on the quarterback run and coming up short. LaPorte's front 7 once again dominating that front line. Very curious to see what they go to here. Would not shock me to see them run it with Brister again.
4th down and a yard coming up, and it will be Brister. And Brister gets enough for the first down. Gets the ball to around the 41-yard line, so he'll pick up 3. Got to hurry up and start moving the ball a little more faster. Your Friendswood down 2 scores, 3:43 left. 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. And a stoppage of play, and it looks like it's going to be a timeout. LaPorte will take it with them. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Injury timeout as it's LaPorte leading Friendswood 24-9 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
This is Gardy with Clear Life. We're opening 3 spots for new broadcast sponsors, starting at only $300 a month. Fight broadcasts, high school sports, podcasts, community stories, and updates. Drop a comment or send an email to info@clearlifemedia.com.
Hi, my name is Presley Studebaker, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Thank you so much once again to Red River Cantina for bringing the Game of the Week to you. Folks, we could not do this without our sponsors. As we go back to the action.
And that ball was knocked down. No, he held onto the ball, but sacked again by LaPorte. Caden Watson with the sack as he brings down Brister. Lost his helmet. Lost of around 4. So it will be a 2nd down and 14 facing Friendswood with 3:22 remaining.
Absolutely. It's really just been the tail of the tape so far for the night, has just been LaPorte dominating the front lines.
2nd and 14 coming up. Lee in motion. They'll fake it. Back to throw. Ball is going to be caught by Lee to around the 45 to midfield. He'll go out of bounds. He'll be short up the first down. About a yard short. Actually, you're going to say he got the first down, so he got 14 on that. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
I tell you what, yeah, I saw about what you did. That's a heck of a spot there.
Sweep is going to be to Mickey, and Mickey turns the corner. 45, tripped up and around the 40-yard line. Clock continuing to run, 2:59 left. Mustangs are getting some traction, but time starting to run short.
Yeah, the clock is working against Friendswood here, and they continue to run the ball and let the game run away from them.
2nd down and around 2 as Brister drops back in the pocket. Steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught. Catch made by Lee. It's enough to move the chains on a 1st down.
Quick pass continues to pick up yardage. I believe it just might be a little bit too much. Now, Friendswood has to get points and get the ball back ASAP.
1st and 10 coming up for the Mustangs at the 34-yard line. Up LaPorte. Clock at 2:29, and a man down for LaPorte. We'll take a quick timeout as they tend to the injured player. 2:29 remaining. LaPorte leading Friendswood by a count of 24-9 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Embrace the chaos. Visit riotsports.co to learn more and purchase product. and use discount code CL10 to save.
Hi, my name is Connor Vu. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. Friendswood down 24-9. They are looking to try to score their first touchdown since the first quarter, trying to cut into this, make a little bit of a miracle happen here on the Game of the Week.
Injured player was number 12, Tristan Oaks, able to walk off the field under his own power. 1st and 10 for Friendswood at the 34. Brister back, steps up, throws incomplete, was looking for winners, but good coverage there by Laporte. Number 18, Christopher Zupon.
Laporte was off sides on the play, I
Free
believe.
play, so it'll be a 1st and 5.
And Friendswood had a player in the end zone on that as well. I just don't think that Brister saw that it was a free play. That's why he threw the underneath ball. If you've got the free play, take the shot in the end zone, just hope for 6 points, because even if it gets intercepted, that's still, you pick up 5 yards regardless.
1st and 5 for Friendswood at the 29-yard line up Laporte. 2:24 remaining in this one. 2-score game, as Friendswood needs to cut it to a 1-score game to have any kind of hope. 1st and 5. A lot of movement going on. A lot of switching by Laporte. Play clock is down to 1, and I don't know if they got it off. They got the timeout, and that's a wasted timeout there with 2:24 to go. 2:24 left. Friendswood trailing Laporte 24-9 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
Thank you, Ryan Massa Realtor, for sponsoring the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media. Ryan is a realtor specializing in first-time home buyers and relocations to the Texas Gulf Coast region. Finding your tomorrow home today. Learn more on Facebook at Massa Realtor.
Hi, my name's Anthony, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Welcome back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. As you see there, once again, we finally make our way to Dickinson as they host Clear Lake next week. It's going to be a good one, folks. We are just about ready to close this one off. 2:24 left in this ball game as Friendswood is down 2 scores. Just had to burn one of their final time, I believe their final timeout.
Back to throw, pump fake. Brister throws it. Ball is going to be caught by Winners. Winners inside the 15 to around the 14. So that is a gain of around 17 yards, actually.
Yeah, Brendan, I wonder why they didn't go to that. If they have that in their playbook, why not go to it sooner? Because they've been running with the quarterback all night long, and you reserve that to when you're down by 2 scores. An interesting call there for Friendswood.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Brister calling his own number. Brister cuts back inside the 10. It will be dragged down close to the 10-yard line, probably around the 11, so he'll pick up 4. But again, clock continuing to run with 1:48 to go, and time is not on the side of the Mustangs.
Yeah, I just don't understand that there. Friendswood, you're down by 2 scores inside of right at the 10-yard line inside the 15. You're just going to do another quarterback run. It's been, live by the sword, die by the sword tonight for Friendswood.
Just not looking like a lot of urgency there from the offense as it's Brister back, steps up, throws, ball is caught. A BB with the reception. Still going, he's going to be down at around the 4-yard line. His first catch tonight, as that puts Friendswood within scoring range. Clock continuing to run with 1:18 to go as they move the chains.
Yeah, and Friendswood needs to move with some more urgency here. Get to the line, run a play. The clock is now to 1:10, 1:09.
Hand up is going to be Brister, actually still with the ball, and Brister is going to be dragged down. A host of Bulldogs there on the stop, and a late flag. Not sure as to why, but they're going to probably say unnecessary roughness. The play was pretty much over, but one of the Laporte defenders came in, number 7, Malik King Miller.
Yeah, that's a confusing call to me. If there's any way we could get a replay on that, I'm very curious. Personal foul.
You are taught to play to the whistle, and that's what the young man did, and he got punished for it.
Yeah, let's see. There's a sack there.
Well, so the official
jumping on the pile, perhaps.
Yeah.
That's going to be what the flag is. There we go. Yeah, you cannot jump over the top and land on the quarterback's head. Okay, that is a good call. Good call by the official. It's just one of those things to me where, again, you said it, the whistle wasn't blown yet. So you've got to try, and they've had a hard time bringing Brister down so far, at least on some of these passes. And so, but either way, first down. Should be a first down now.
First and goal. First and goal at the 5-yard line. Winters in the backfield with Brister with 59 seconds remaining. Brister gets it. Calls his own number. Brister's going to be stuffed almost immediately. Bulldogs smelt that one out. Clock will continue to run as the Bulldogs stop Walling, number 1, Shanley 50 in there on the stop. Clock continuing to run at 43 seconds and counting here. Need to get the ball in the end zone. 36 seconds and counting. And it's going to be Brister rolling out, steps up, throws. That ball is knocked away. Good coverage there by number 7, Malik King-Miller. That's a great way to bounce back from the personal foul penalty.
Absolutely. Keep your head in the game, young man. We're still playing football, and Friendswood hasn't scored yet. Manages to swat the ball away and prevent the score and make this a one-possession game instead of the dreaded 2.
So 29 seconds now on the clock as the Bulldogs up 24-9. LaPorte will be at home next week against Kingwood Park. Friendswood will hit the road next week at Crosby. Their next home game is going to be October 11th against Angleton.
And LaPorte's coaches on the field wondering something. There's a flag.
There's a flag. We can see what the call is.
Or at least our officiate.
Again, there is a flag because they moved the half the distance to the goal line. So it moves Friendswood closer to the goal line with 29 seconds left.
And this is that, once again, who makes the least amount of mistakes? That's what this game has been tonight.
Brister calling his own number, and he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Clock continuing to run, and they'll stop it now. 22 seconds. Friendswood had to use their last timeout. 22 seconds remaining. Friendswood trailing 24-9 on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
We just wrapped up a great year for the Education Foundation. Supporting teachers and students is what we do. In October, we awarded a little over $140,000 to classrooms here in Santa Fe ISD. We have also been working hard to bring to life the Book and STEM Bus, also called the Indian Innovation Lab. We are in a new year and we have big goals. Don't you want to join us to make that happen for our teachers and students? Supporting education is a slam dunk.
Hi, my name is...
Back, folks. Clear Life Media Game of the Week. That ball came out. But it seems like the referees...
continuing to run 4-3. Stop it. He stopped the clock. Mustangs have 2 seconds on the clock. They may put some back on.
I'm curious what happens there because the ball hits the turf. It's recovered by LaPorte, I believe. But
I think they're going to say that he was down.
Well, then that should be a runoff, should it not?
It should be.
Doesn't score. Friendswood has no timeouts. The game should be over.
I don't think they've got a 15-point play in them. So even if they do score here, LaPorte is going to win this game. The question is going to be 24-9 or 24, add on either 6 to 8 points. Mustangs are going to fall to 1-3. LaPorte gets their first win of the year, 1-3. The most important thing here is that LaPorte is getting a district win. And those are the ones that matter when it comes to playing in November. They're going to pull it back to 13 seconds remaining. Clock continuing to run now with 9 seconds left. Brister back facing pressure, steps up, throws. That ball is going to be incomplete. 4 seconds left on the clock now.
I tell you what, man, this one is dragging on here at the end. I tell you, Friendswood has found a way to just make this thing keep going. They are trying desperately to just get some kind of momentum going into next week.
Even if you just score here, you're going to lose, but even if you just score here and get something to feel good for your offense going on the road next week at Kingwood Park, you need something to get some momentum built, something of a foundation. 4 seconds left, should be the final play of the game here. Brister trying to call his own number. He will go in with 1 second, no time left. It's a touchdown. Brister's second of the night. It makes it 24-15. And feared they will just attempt the extra point. That will make it a final score 24-16.
I tell you what, this game, really the story of this game was just LaPorte dominating in the front, dominating in the trenches. They did that on defense. When they managed to score on offense, they did it offensively. I mean, it led to 80-yard runs and scoring. I mean, that's really what, in my mind, the tale of this tape was. And once again, LaPorte's coach is on the field.
Kevin Burnett is still not pleased. He's telling his guys to go out there on the field and finish. Rightfully so. As Wilson will line up to attempt the extra point. No time left. Final score is LaPorte 24. It really is going to be 15 or 16. Low snap. And they're just going to, nope, they're not going to be content on letting Wilson get that 2 points. So, in a way, the final play of the game is kind of fitting of what the night looked like for Friendswood.
No
just
doubt.
Really a sluggish night offensively. And LaPorte, not the best of nights offensively, but they got enough to get the W.
Absolutely. Like we said, kind of in the first quarter, who's going to make the fewest amount of mistakes? And it was just LaPorte. And I tell you what, man, congratulations to the Bulldogs picking up their first win. And Friendswood will continue to try to find momentum in this season. Folks, for Clay Roberts, for myself, for everybody in the truck here at Clear Life Media, and for Brandon Williams, I'm Clay Roberts. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week.
See you, Dickinson. Thanks a lot.